Hello, it's Amber from Amber's Nectar Used Panties, and that's at www.laceinyourface.com. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube update. I think the last time I did a panty drawer tour years ago, I never actually got to the panties. I only showed some bras and a few matching sets. And I said I would come back and do the tour of the drawer. And that's not what I'm going to do today, but show you a select few panties. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I got a good stock all of a sudden at once of prints that I adore. I am a big flower person. I like flower everything. I love flowers when they grow. I love how they smell, and for the last years I've been trying to find flower print panties, and it's been tremendously difficult. And then all at once they came. I found so many, so I'll be sharing with you, I believe, 8 pairs or something like that. And they're not going to be on me. If you want to see panties on me videos and lots of free photos, do go to laceinyourface.com and you'll get more than an eyeful. The point of this video is to just basically show off this collection of panties before they all go away, because they are accounted for. And I'm going to go ahead and start with this little black flower. This is the back, the little keyhole. Keyhole. Cute little bow that you can't see because it's black. But anyway, so these are pretty tight on me. They're nice and silky. They're not made out of silk. They're just very, very soft to the touch. They are made by the Love Lounge, and they're nylon spandex. And from the feel of it, well, most of the panties that I'm going to be showing to you are made out of fabrics that, in my experience, in the years that I've been doing this, hold the best scent. I know that everybody seems to think that cotton does a great job. Well, it does. It's just that I've said this before, I don't know how many times. It's really greedy. So when you get little panties like these that have a nylon majority content to them, they hold scent so well. So yes, this is the first pair. And the second pair, just adorable how skimpy these things are. Yeah. So when I put these on, I make believe I'm a reef bikini model. No, just kidding. Hey, you know, when they used to have those Brazilian bodyboarders doing the picture, I could definitely, I could try to be equivalent to that. But anyway, this is the back. And they're tiny, as you can see. They're almost thong, but not quite. They're just this skimpy little Brazilian cut that's just rare, sexy. But the flowers are all on the front, and they make it look all cute and innocent until you see the back. That's what I like about these, actually. I'm a good little girl. Oh, never mind. So yes, these are 100% cotton. I'm not a big cotton fan, but these were just too much to pass up. I love, 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 love them. So the third pair, moving on to some CKs. These feel like they have more elastane or something in them. Yeah, they do have elastane rather than polyester. Very, very soft pair of panties. This definitely is one of my favorites from CK. I've had a lot of favorites from CK because the designers tend to pick fabric that just feels really good up against the skin. That's my love of CK. And they have some nice bikini panties. These aren't string bikini panties, but they have a lot of string bikini panties that I so love, but none of them for 2 years have had pretty flower designs all over them. So yes, another pair that if I were wearing them right now in this warm room and just glowing the little bit that I am, there would be a whole bunch of scent starting to accumulate right there. Okay, so onto my Lucky brand Periwinkle panties. Lucky Periwinkle panties. These are a little bit bigger than the other ones. They cover more of my rear ends. But they were so hard to pass up. Look at this pattern, periwinkles. Periwinkles, I believe, if I recall right, are hallucinogenic. Ooh. They're a tropical herb, I guess you could say. Slightly toxic, but can make you feel good in just the right amount. No, just kidding. So yes, my periwinkle panties. Mostly nylon. I don't think there's any elastane to these, so it would take just a little bit longer to get scent and aroma accumulated in just the right areas in these ones. Sorry if you're getting motion sickness. I don't know how to turn this setting off of my camcorder. But anyway, so yes, Lucky brands. I didn't show you the white pair. I have a white pair exactly like the black pair that I already showed. For those of you who've actually been following me in my blog and my ramblings, I have a really large category for showing off videos and pictures on laceonyourface.com of white panties, because I was on this kick for a while where I never wore white at all. I was a tomboy, so white didn't really work out for me. And then I moved to Hawaii, and it's like, oh gosh, even less likely to work with my life in Hawaii. I like to go in the forest and stuff, and it just doesn't make sense. So white panties I never got either until I started selling them. But anyway, so I have a definite like for dirtying the white panties. And yes, the keyholes, they always seem to, the fabric seems to spill out, but if you tuck them just the right way, these are sexy. Very nice. And I'm showing you all such much coverage. These ones, Renee Raffae. Renee Raffae is in my top 5 for designers. They're getting a little bit too expensive these days, but what isn't? I liked the tightness of them. They're spandex, they're nylon and spandex, but they're very, very, very tight on me. So, oh, do they ride? And what else I liked about them? I like thongs with a big, thick strap. That's my thing. So that's, besides the flower print, some of the things that got me very excited about this particular pair of panties. And am I almost done here? Oh, almost. Okay. These have got to be my favorite, because I think that if I put these on and I just thought about being warm and glowing a little bit, my aroma would spill out on them. They are made, I've had Calvin Klein's like this before, even though these are Victoria's Secrets. I've had Calvin Klein's like this before. The material, it isn't as breathable as some material is, and so, like I said, when you just think about sweating, there it goes again in that special little area, especially if you don't shave everything off. But, so they feel fantastic. I know that a lot of people are into satin and grabbing onto things with satin. These would be just as good. They'd slip and slide and be all fun like that. I think just as much. These have to be my favorite ones of the ones that I'm revealing to you today. I like the pattern the most. It's very pretty. I like yellow. I like the way yellow is up against my skin, and that fabric that I'm going to think about sweating and just make it all aromatic fabric. Yeah, great stuff. And lastly, I had a pair like these when I first started on eBands, and they were pink, and I called them Spring Sprung. And when I saw them for sale again, I knew that they looked so good on me, and I liked them so much and they fit so well that I had to get them again. And this time they were in white. Oops. And this time they're in white, and that's just a sweet little print, isn't it? Yeah, it's great. What I like the most about them is that little part in the middle. Can you picture it on a behind? It just kind of makes the crescents of where the cheeks meet and frames the rear end very well. That's why I like these panties. So, yes, thank you for bearing with me while I shared my panties with you. And number one right here of my flower panty crop, my recent crop. And that's about it for now. 10-minute limit, right? Please make sure you visit laceinyourface.com. Bye.